somewhere in the universe. There are planets where humans wouldn't survive long enough to even scream. Worlds where the skies rain burning glass sideways at thousands of kilometers per hour, where gravity can crush your body instantly, and where entire planets are literally being torn apart by their own stars. And the terrifying part is, these places are real. Tonight, we're leaving Earth behind to visit 5 planets so deadly. They make our world feel unbelievably fragile. By the end of this video, space might stop feeling beautiful and start feeling absolutely horrifying. About 64 light-years away from Earth exists a planet that looks strangely beautiful from space. A deep blue world called HD 189733b. And at first glance, it almost resembles a peaceful ocean planet. But that blue color hides one of the most violent environments ever discovered. Scientists believe this planet experiences winds reaching over 8,000 kilometers per hour. That's several times faster than the speed of sound. And inside those storms, tiny silicate particles are blasted through the atmosphere like shards of molten glass, meaning this planet may literally experience sideways rain made of burning glass. Imagine standing there for even 1 second. The wind alone would destroy you instantly. The heat would vaporize almost anything human-made. And razor-sharp molten particles would tear through the atmosphere endlessly. Even the idea of weather becomes horrifying on this world. Because on Earth, rain gives life. But on HD 189733b, rain itself becomes a weapon. If aliens looked at Venus from far away, they might mistake it for Earth. It's nearly the same size. It formed in the same solar system. And for billions of years, scientists believed it could have once looked similar to our planet. But something went horribly wrong. Today, Venus is one of the deadliest places humans have ever discovered. The surface temperature reaches nearly 500 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt lead. Imagine opening an oven, except the entire planet is the oven. But the heat is only the beginning. The atmosphere on Venus is so thick and heavy that stepping onto the surface would feel like being crushed beneath the ocean. Your body wouldn't survive the pressure. Your lungs wouldn't survive the toxic air. And above you, massive clouds filled with sulfuric acid drift across the sky. Even robots sent there by humans barely survived. Some spacecraft lasted less than an hour before the planet destroyed them completely. And honestly, that might be the creepiest part about Venus. This isn't some distant science fiction world. It's right next to Earth, a nearby planet that somehow transformed into something resembling hell itself. Some planets are dangerous because of their environment, but WASP-12b is terrifying because the entire planet is dying. This giant gas world orbits unbelievably close to its star, so close that one side of the planet permanently faces unimaginable heat. Temperatures there rise beyond 2,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt most metals humans have ever used. But what truly makes this planet horrifying is what scientists discovered happening to it in real time. The gravity from its nearby star is literally pulling the planet apart. Slowly, constantly, every second, its atmosphere is stretching into space like a world being consumed alive. Imagine living on a planet where the sky itself is being ripped away forever. A planet trapped in an endless death spiral around its own sun. WASP-12b doesn't just feel hostile. It feels doomed. Jupiter isn't just the largest planet in our solar system. It's one of the most violent worlds humans have ever observed. This massive gas giant is so enormous that more than 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. And unlike Earth, Jupiter has no solid surface to stand on. Only endless layers of storm clouds, crushing pressure, and chaos. Its most famous feature is the Great Red Spot, a gigantic storm larger than Earth itself that has been raging for centuries. Think about that for a second. A storm so enormous and so powerful that it survived longer than entire human civilizations. Lightning flashes across the atmosphere. Hurricane-force winds tear through endless clouds. And deeper inside the planet, pressure becomes so extreme that scientists believe hydrogen itself transforms into liquid metal. Jupiter feels less like a planet and more like a giant cosmic monster made of storms. This may be one of the strangest worlds ever discovered by humanity. A planet where ice exists, while temperatures rise to hundreds of degrees Celsius. A world scientists call the burning ice planet. First, that sounds impossible. Ice should melt. But the gravity on Gliese 436b is so extreme that water becomes compressed into bizarre forms of superheated ice never naturally seen on Earth. Imagine standing on a world where physics itself starts behaving differently. A planet filled with crushing pressure, toxic gases, violent heat, and burning ice that should not even exist. Everything about this world feels wrong. And honestly, planets like this reveal something deeply unsettling about the universe. Reality out there is far stranger than human imagination. The terrifying thing about space isn't just its size. It's realizing how unbelievably rare Earth might actually be. Because beyond our planet are worlds filled with firestorms, crushing gravity, toxic skies, endless hurricanes, and temperatures capable of destroying almost anything instantly. And these are only the planets humans have discovered so far. Which means somewhere out there in the darkness, there are probably worlds far more terrifying than anything we've seen tonight. Worlds we haven't even imagined yet. And honestly, that thought makes the universe feel a lot less empty and a lot more frightening.